Hello class. Today we are going to be doing a project called Google SketchUp Maze. And what we'll be doing is using just some of the basics that we talked about yesterday in class. Just creating some circles, polygons, blocks, the freestyle tool, and then we'll be adding some color and then a component into this as well. This is a fun project. You get a chance to really mess around with different objects and make them look pretty unique and fun, and I think you'll enjoy this project. So here are the requirements over here. They're going to be posted on Google Classroom as well. And I'm going to walk you through kind of what I'm looking for to get you started, and then you can start being creative as you want to put this maze together. When you get done through the maze, creating it, you're going to walk through it yourself using the walk tool in Google SketchUp to see if you can actually make it through your own maze. And then after that, you're going to challenge someone sitting probably right next to you to try out your maze as well to see if they can make it through or not. So it'll be a good chance to see your creation once you have completed this. Okay, so let's get started here. So here are the requirements. Again, we're going to flip-flop back and forth as we go through this. The first thing I want to demonstrate here real quick is this is my example of my maze here. Full of color, full of different objects, freestyle, cylinders, polygons. The first time I tried walking through it, I got stuck. So it'll probably happen. It looks a little different as you walk through it. So this is where we're going to start. We're going to start with creating a block or rectangle. And you want to make it nice and big, giving you lots of space to work with. Okay, so after we have our block here, we are going to go to our offset tool. Click it once, click once again, and we're going to create like this mini border around the entire object here. Once we have done that, we are now going to push-pull that outside layer up. So now we're creating these walls that will be around the entire maze. Okay, now the easiest thing to do after this is to create a start and a finish. So for this example, the easiest thing to do is to go to your pencil tool or your line tool, zoom in a bit, and we're going to create two lines here. Then we're going to use our push-pull tool, which is right here, and there's our entrance to get in. Okay, and then let's orbit around, and you'll get a good chance to work with the orbiting tool and the pan tool when it comes to this project. And you will create an exit. Same thing that we just did with the entrance. You'll do it with that line tool again. And just pull that down. And there you go. We have our entrance and our exit. Okay. Another requirement you're supposed to have is to actually write start and finish into this maze. So you'd go to the 3D text, and let's just do start, and you'd put that right at the entrance, and then at the end of it, you would put, obviously you would put finish here when it comes to this. Now we're gonna have you include a prize if someone can make it all the way through, or if you can make it all the way through. And the prize you get to decide on. What I mean by prize is you're going to go to Window, you're going to go to Components, and I don't know if we covered this in class or not, but Components is a 3D warehouse where you can pretty much type in anything and it will be in there. So if I typed in car, you'll see here that there's going to be thousands upon thousands of results. So we have 57,000, almost 58,000 different results. So the way you get a component inside to your SketchUp is you just double click on it, and then it's going to download, which is just going to take a minute here. Just take a second here. So if we go back to the requirements again, what we talked about so far, start and finish, we're talking about the prize, and then we've already done the outside layer, so then we'll get to the other objects here in a second. And then we'll get a chance to put this together here. And for those who feel more familiar, please help out those in your row. If someone's stuck or needs an idea on how to do something, please help out where you can with that. Don't forget about this button over here as well. If you seem to lose your maze, all of a sudden it disappears, just remember to click on that and it'll get you back. Okay? The car's on here. It's just taking a little while to, oh, okay. So here would be my prize if I was to make it all the way through. Right now it's kind of jumping all over the place, but let's see if hopefully it'll stay there. Okay. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to leave it right there. Okay, hopefully that stays. Okay, so now we got our prize, we got our entrance, we have our exit, we have our outside layer. Now it's time to get to the fun part, and this is where you're going to start putting the maze together. So you're required to have polygons, circles, and freestyle. Let's start again real quick with just a circle. Click on it once, and then in here click again once, choose the size, and then pull it up. You can go as high as you want with this, but I would suggest it not being any lower than the wall here. So there's the circle. This is the polygon. So you can be really creative with that. Freestyle, a little bit more tricky, but not difficult to do. So let's do a freestyle on this one real quick. Let's get rid of these components so we no longer need them. So let's say there we go. Let's say with this that I want to freestyle this wall, meaning that I'll just show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. So let's say I wanted to freestyle this to make it try to distract someone from going in there. And what I could do is make this object here trying to confuse someone and try to get them to go somewhere where I don't want them to go. After I go all the way around, I can connect them. Then I can use the push-pull tool, and then I can pull it up. So it gives it some more freestyle to it. Makes it a little more fun and interesting instead of just having the blocks. So if someone's trying to walk through, oh, this looks like a corner, they could end up at a dead end. So you can have fun with that one when it comes to your freestyle tool for that one. So we have, again, the circle, the polygon, the freestyle. Now, for each of those, they need to be in certain colors. So make sure any circles need to be yellow, polygons red, blocks blue, and then freestyle objects need to be green, because when I grade it, those are the things that need to be included, but also they need to be in certain colors. Anything else that is not included in this, for walls wise, has to be colored, but do not put it in black, because if you try to walk through and it's black, it's not going to make any sense. So you need to make sure there's no black in there. If you kind of notice as well in my maze here, I have just straight walls. Those are pretty easy to do. All you need to do, you can do a couple things. I'll show you both methods real quick here. First thing you could do is just create a block, and then you could push-pull that block a little bit. You could also take your line tool and you could put like a doorway here if you want to, or you could even go this route, put a line there, and then pull that out too. So there's a lot of freestyle stuff you can do with this. Have fun with it. Make it a really good maze, and then once you're done, what I want you to do again is to walk through it yourself. So I'm going to go back to my maze over here real quick. So what I mean by walk through, you're going to click on these two footsteps, which is called walk, and then you're going to simply do that. And make sure when you're doing this that you're not elevating, meaning that you are not moving up and down. You're not moving vertically like that, okay? That's just cheating. So you want to get yourself even there, and then try to start walking through your maze. And it's pretty cool getting a chance to see the maze that you created from the inside. As you can see, this is why you don't want to have the black walls, because it would just completely be confusing. I'm not going to walk through this entire thing, um, but this is what you'll do. You'll walk through and try to find your way all the way through it, okay? Once you have done that and you've made it all the way through, then it's time for you to challenge someone else to try to see if they can make it all the way through as well. And then on Friday in class, what we'll do is I will demonstrate how for you guys to turn this in. So really today in class, all you're doing is just creating this maze and following the qualifications that are included in this. You're going to walk through it, and then you're going to challenge someone else to do it. If you have any questions, please ask someone else in the class first. You can try emailing me if you need to. If not, we will just answer those questions in class on Friday. We'll talk to you later.